What's up, people? It's your boy. It's taisworldtv of Geeklodestars. How you guys doing? So listen, we're gonna be talking about full spoilers of Bad Boys Ride or Die, the fourth installment of this crazy golden franchise, okay, of buddy cop movies. All right. I already did an out of the theater review, so now I'm gonna do a full spoiler review talking about all the stuff I want to talk about and things that I forgot to talk about in the actual out of the theater review. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're trying to get to 100 subs by the end of the summer. We're at 81. Help your boy out, okay? Help us out at Geeklodestars, okay? Ah. All right, y'all. So let's get to it. Right off the bat, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. This movie, to me, was more funnier than the last one that we had. And the last one we had, Bad Boys for Life, surprised the hell out of me because I didn't expect that to be so good, especially with a different director. Because for the first two, we got Michael Bay for that. Then we got Joe Carnahan, if I'm not mistaken, and now we got these new directors that I have not heard of. So far in the movie, they did a good job, pretty much. I just didn't like the way they did their action to a certain extent. It didn't hit for me like the last one hit for me. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, I tell y'all what, the last 30 minutes of the movie, that action scene when they were at the Gator House, that was dope. Especially when you had Will shooting between first person and third person view. That was pretty cool. Really reminded me on some Call of Duty stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that, or Fortnite or what? Not Fortnite. I'm sorry. What's the other one? Any first person shooter that you can think of, like Fallout 4 or anything like that. That's what that reminded me of. So I like that they did that camera work. That was actually interesting. But I tell you what though, Martin Lawrence stole the show for me. Don't get me wrong, both Will and Martin did their thing. Like their chemistry is what makes this movie so great. But I don't know what it was, but Martin just brought it funny, bro. He's still funny. Like it's crazy, bro. His his thing about wanting to like being gun ho and stuff. He kind of Will and Martin were like switched character wise. Because usually Martin is the more like kind of scared but still do it gun ho thing, and Will is like the crazy gung ho type dude. So they kind of switch roles in here, and that's because in the beginning, uh, there's the wedding scene for Will's character because he got married. And Martin's about to tell his speech. He's telling the speech, and I think he got a heart attack. They didn't say that, but that's what we're assuming. So, and then after that, he was just on this, I'm living, like I'm good, like we gonna do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was just laughs from there, bro. I think the funniest thing for me was one of the things was when they're at where they're at John Sally's place. Which it was cool to see him because we saw him in the first two Bad Boy movies. It's crazy that we seen him here. And then the shootout scene from there, and then you just see the whole bunch of jelly beans. He's trying to eat one, but he can't. He ain't get a chance to. And then when he drank the Kool-Aid or whatever that was, when he got like when that splashed into his mouth, and he was just going ape shit. It's crazy. That was hilarious too. Oh, like yo, everything was just hitting for me except for the action. That was the only thing. But I did like that scene a lot. Action wise, the worst part about it for me, like one of the worst action scenes of the movie, I'm saying, was probably the helicopter joint. That one I felt like was too heavily CGI. That's what I'm feeling. Uh, um, but other than that, yo, I was having a good time with this, man. And this, mind you guys, this is like post slap for Will, you know, and that's the thing. Did I did it take me out the movie knowing, after everything that happened at the Oscars with Will and all that controversy and Jada and all that stuff. Like, did that take me out the movie? No. It did. I still enjoyed this movie. Despite all that crap that happened, I still enjoyed this movie. Will is still a presence in the in movies, period, bro. He is an A-list star for a reason. Despite the crap that he's done, he is still an A-list actor. And this is what it is. And Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, they got great chemistry, bro. And I feel like that's what makes this movie so great. And the franchise, period. Also, guys, the cameos in this was insane. There were so many cameos I didn't even like. I didn't expect. Like John Sally's character, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to see DJ Khaled out of all people. What? I didn't expect that. That was a funny scene too. Who else was in here? Tiffany Haddish was in here. I know she was going to be in here. Oh, this was one thing I found interesting. Tasha Smith is Theresa. Now, Theresa was always played by Theresa Randall. I believe that's her name. Great actress. Been in the game for a very long time. And she got replaced by Tasha Smith. And I wonder why. I don't know why, but I found that very interesting. And honestly, what took me aback by that was that Tasha, this was the quietest ever seen Tasha Smith. Like, and that's no shade on her, but it's like every movie I see her, she is loud as hell. Like she's one of those presents where you could put the movie on mute, but when you see her talk, you can hear her through the screen. That's how loud she gets. She wasn't as loud as in this movie. I was surprised by that, honestly. I will say this too. The story was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. And I like the way they brought back Captain Conrad, Joe Pantanello. I like how they brought his character back in the way of basically trying to get him out of being Frank, because he's been following the dirty cops and cartels for years. And it was cool that it also added to uh, Will Smith's Mike Lowry's son from the last movie being in here in the mix, and it kind of tied to him too. So I like that they brought him back too. He did his thing. Action wise, he did his thing. There's a scene with him where he's in the jail and he beating the shit out of people with the weights. Freaking crazy. I enjoyed that scene. And there's a scene at the end where he's fighting these two dudes protecting Conrad's, I believe, granddaughter. That was dope. Oh yeah, Ian Grufford's in this movie. For those of you that don't know, this is Mr. Fantastic of the Fantastic Four. He's in this movie and he's got a large role in this too. Um, like that. It was cool seeing him outside of Fantastic Four. I haven't seen a lot of things with him, but I'm glad he's still getting work out here. Um, so I'm glad for that. The main villain, right? The main villain is Eric Dane, aka Banker. He was okay. He was all right. He did his job. You know, he wasn't the greatest villain of all time. He was a villain for the movie. Uh, I didn't get any like, oh, this is the best villain of all time. No, but he's a serviceable villain for the movie. So that was, oh yeah, and then adding Conrad's family to the mix was cool too. Because we got his daughter, who's actually U.S. Marshal, and then we got the granddaughter, who she plays a part in this movie too. But as you will see in the end, when she and Mike's uh wife gets kidnapped by the villains. Wait. The hell am I going to forget this? Reggie, bro. Reggie stole the show for me. Okay. Reggie. And I was so hyped when he was out here, you know, bop, 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 all of the ops, bro. He annihilated everybody in that house. And I love that he got that moment because if you've seen Bad Boys 2 all the way from 2003 and now, son, the way his character progression has went is crazy. Okay. Got one of the greatest character progressions in movie history. I don't care what nobody say. And then seeing him at the end where he sit and he put the fair life into both Will and Martin, bro. And he, with that scene where he trying to cook his chicken and they like hell out of here, bro. But he's like, nah, bro, y'all gonna have to move. I just got rid of 10 people. That scene was funny as hell. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I think I already talked about everything else. In the time that I'm trying to talk about it. Honestly, if y'all guys want me to do like a more lengthy um spoiler review, I'm cool with that. But for right now, we're gonna keep it sweet and short. So at the end of this, I had a good time with this movie. If they make another one, I'm down for it. And honestly, they might, because if I'm not mistaken, the movie smashed records and is one of the highest summer box office movies right now, beating Fall Guy and the Furiosa movie. So that's a big thing, very big thing. So more than likely, we're gonna get another one. But anyway, I enjoyed this. Action wise, didn't really enjoy it as much as I did the third one and the other ones, but that's fine. The comedy was good, great because of Martin Lawrence, mostly. Mike did it. He had funny moments with him too. I ain't gonna hold you. But other than that, I really enjoyed this movie. This movie was really good. Well, good. I would probably have to give it 4 stars out of. Mm, well, you know what? I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars out of 5. That's what I'm gonna give it. But what do you guys think? That's the most important thing. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay? And I will see you guys at the next one. Later, deuces, love you. Later.